Show me, do you fear God? Homie, I don't even hear y'all. On my shoulder, I don't hear nah. Know the right path, left, I veer off. Fear nah, nigga, fear not.
Look, I know at this point, it's like, what's the point? Because I'm like, what, 80,000 years late in YouTube time? Everybody already uploaded theirs yesterday when the movie first came out. But by now, half of you have seen it. The rest of you are still deciding, because either you are just unsure because you're like, I don't know who this is. Captain Marvel, it's after Avengers, who is this, you know? Or you just one of them trash people that's like, it's a girl superhero, yeah, is this for me? I mean, if you're a comic book person, then yes. But anyway, review from right here, I will be spoiler free. Then at a certain point, I will say, bloop, spoilers. And from then on, the movie will be spoiled. But the movie was great. Great story, dope story. Got some background, got some hints. It's perfectly placed in the universe, in that it explains a lot. Like, it helps inform a lot of how we got to where we are now, while also just providing more background and introducing Carol Danvers. Monica and her daughter did their thing. Shout out to them. Looking out for Carol. All the acting was on point. There is humor. I don't know. I didn't know about the whole Alita Captain Marvel thing, because I feel like that was just made up by a bunch of like Comicsgate ass. I hate anything that can make women feel happy but ruins my enjoyment, I guess. It didn't even ruin your enjoyment. Look, okay, I'll put it this way. There is a scene in this movie, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but pretty much the scene from the trailers, kind of is a scene that's in the trailers, the one where she's like standing back up from falling down, happens in the movie, right? And as I'm walking out, this dude literally complains, and he's like, this scene was like literally like, get back up, girls, and fight. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was more so like, it was literally like, the theme of this movie wasn't even about Carol like finding herself or being a woman. It was when I walked out, because that person said that, the first thing that popped in my head was Rocky. Because I was like, the real theme of this movie was like, which one is it? Is it Rocky 2 or 3? Because I don't even think it's 1. It's one of the later ones, because his son is older. It's one of the later ones because his son is older, and it's him talking to his son about like, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's about how hard you get up, or how hard, or like how good you get up. That's what that scene was. That's pretty much exactly what that scene was, but it was like what film is, show don't tell. It just showed it instead of a person sitting there explaining it. And this dude took it and was like, women's empowerment. I was like, I guess, because she a woman, if you want to put it that way. But other than that, enough of all of that. Story was pretty dope. The Skrulls. Yo. We have expanded the universe, bro. The Skrulls have been on Earth. And there could be more. Like, yes, if you saw it, you know what happens at the end. But did they? Did they? You heard what my boy said. Scattered. Come on, G. Man, they did this with the universe with this movie. Like, the universe was like this, like it was kind of closed, then they said expand it. I didn't mean it, that kind of looks inappropriate. Anyway, action, CGI, suits was dope. All the shout outs to the comic books was dope. They throw a twist in. There's a good twist in the movie with one of the characters and a character reveal. The Stan Lee tribute at the beginning. I hope they just keep that for like, they got to keep that for like the next 10 years, like next 5 at least, a couple, next few movies. Like you can't switch that. Like this can't be the only movie that you do that with Stan in, because it's dope. It's super dope. Anything else? Shout out to the vets. She's a military veteran, so they don't really harp on that too much. It's not a big part of her character yet. Like it is, but it isn't, because it's like she's it's to the point where she military everywhere she go. Like she went from one military to the next. Like she just a military person, so that sticks. But yeah, man, yeah, yep. Anyway, I don't know what else to say without going into spoilers. So go see the movie. Go enjoy all that greatness. Go enjoy Carol. Go enjoy Goose, who did steal the show, Goose the cat. Look out for that man. He did his thing. He was out there purring and stuff, you know, just walking around being a cat and stuff. It was dope. But now, it is time to get into spoilers. So if you have not, and I repeat, if you have not seen Captain Marvel, stop the video right here. Cut this off. Don't watch no more. I'm telling you, I'm warning you, I'm saying it, I'm hitting it, I'm putting it in your face. Spoilers. From here on out, from this moment, bloop, after this, I'm revealing secrets about Captain Marvel. Now, if you didn't want the secrets, go watch the first 5 minutes. Rewind. Stop me now and rewind. I just talked for 20 seconds about how I'm about to spoil this movie. You have no excuses. Anyway. What is a Farkle or Fruckle? What is Goose? What, I need to know what the actual form of that is. Like, do they just all look like cats? Or do they shapeshift or something? And like, why, like, cause it was like, when he would change like the head, the skin, like it was like the mouth, it would like peel back and like re-transform into something else almost, and then the stuff would come out. I need to know. Or is it one of them like creatures where it's like they got a dimension in their stomach and whatever they eat like just goes somewhere else? Is it one of them things? Because like it's a lot of that in comics and science fiction. It's like animals with stomachs that are, or orifices that lead to pocket dimensions for some reason. They did a mix of Carol's origin stories with this one. They did the explosion plus the blood transplant thing. Like they did a mix. Well, cause even in the old one, she got caught in the explosion and in the blood transfusion, but they've done reversions where it's like, it's one where she just got powers from being in the explosion. Like she just got experimented on and got powers. And then there's the other one where she just got her powers from the Marvel transfusion and stuff. And then the thing exploding with them in the room together. Marvel being the chick that's been on Earth developing the engines trying to save the Kree. First of all, that's Marvel. Marvel would be the one that's like, I gotta save all these people. But 2, Marvel been on Earth all this time. Marvel, which is technically like the true first Avenger, which they kind of did a shout out by making Captain Marvel like her name Avenger and having her like give Nick the idea, but like, because Captain Marvel is like the original Avenger in that, like, what you would not that like he was the first member of the Avengers, but that he, if there was an Avengers that existed at that time, he would be the first person you would call, because he was like the superhero. Like he was like existed hundreds of years before everybody else and was out here fighting whole armies and wars by himself and didn't really have powers like that. Like he was just a dude with a gun, an alien with a gun that could heal. Like he was immortal, I guess, in that sense. Like no, they didn't take damage. but like they had, I mean, some extended capabilities as compared to humans. But like, I'm not, when I say powers, I'm talking about like, honestly, Cap. Well, no, I'm not gonna go that far. It's a few people in the Avengers he wouldn't be able to hold his own against. That's all I'm saying. If he was by himself, they'd give Captain Marvel that work. But he just is like a good person. Like he's the original goody two shoes. He's Captain America times 10. And yeah. So the fact that I don't even remember her name, because I want her name in the movie is not important. Like it's like Free. What is it? It's something, because it's making me want to go back now after I watch it and go back and rewatch all Marvel and see if they've ever mentioned this woman's name before. Because if they have, I'm like, bruh, that mean people probably knew. I mean, most people didn't, because this movie establishes Nick Fury's introduction to aliens and to the world and all that, and the beginning of Shield as it is now. But before then, stop playing with plastic. But before then, it was like nothing, I guess. Stuff was just happening. Actually, yeah, man, it's just wild. It's wild. Shout out to Talos and the Skrulls. They was all dope. My man Talos was funny though. He was switching from body to body. Ben Mendelsohn did his thing. He was out there acting. He was acting. Cause that man, yo, hey, when he pulled up at Monica crib though, and she was outside with the little girl, and she was like, "What the hell?" He was like, "Okay, look, for real. Okay, I look, I know, but chill for like 2 seconds though." Like he was trying to show up to just talk, but like he at the same time, he not dumb, it's war, so he had to like assure his safety and that the little girl didn't come back inside. He had the one, and then his science officer, bruh, the one in the background that just was like, because when he read the numbers, when he brought them the coordinates, and he was like, yeah, it's such and such, and they're like, oh yeah, state vectors, da 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 da, because it's, you gotta have math. You gotta know some math to be in the military. Certain jobs. It's not act like all of them. With every person in the military just like state vectors off the top of their head. No, sorry, you guys. Let's not act like the military don't like to compartmentalize information. You only know what you need to know. So, which they kind of showed in this movie. But point being, because they didn't even know Pegasus existed. Like, and Pegasus was the ones they was flying all their stuff. They didn't know where the headquarters was or nothing. That's literally designing all their equipment is Pegasus. Has Pegasus been mentioned in the Marvel Universe before? I feel like it has. I know it's a Marvel comic book thing, but I don't know if it's been in the MCU as of yet. They showed. They revealed what Nick Fury and Carol are inside of in the trailers is one of the first models of the Quinjet. Literally, like the first model, like prototype of a Quinjet. Like you can see it, like it got the little boosters on the back, like and I'm not talking about the redesigned ones after we got the repulsor boosters. I'm talking about the original ones where it had the wings and the little boosters was on the back, the little jet boosters. Wow. Because I want to say they mostly, nah, they don't always look like that anymore. Yeah. Anywho, action. No. Excuse me. tired. I was kind of hoping to see her straight up battle Ronan, but we got a hint that that'll be coming back. That'll be happening because yeah, he was like, we'll be back for the weapon. And they like, the what's one call it? He like, nah, I'm talking about her, cuz. See what she just did? We'll be back. So the fact that he know they out there, I mean, he's also just kind of distracted with being disintegrated by a power stone at the moment. Or whatever happened in that movie. Or no, he didn't get disintegrated. He's still alive. Because they got it from him and then they held it, then Groot died. Yeah. So yeah, Ronan will be back. She'll be waiting. But he won't have been prepared for the rest of the Avengers and stuff too. That'll now be there. Cause you see how she handled that weapon, the missile system, and like, yeah, that was just her. First, like, bro, did you see how strong she is? Like, she turned a missile around by itself. Like, yeah, Hulk could have did that, but flight helps out a lot when the objects are just kind of sitting in the air, and when you can't fly, it makes air battles kind of one of your weaknesses. Just saying. Yeah, he could have jumped back up, but by then, the missiles would have hit. Whereas she just kind of turned it around and blew them up, and whatever didn't blow up, she could just fly through or blast it, and it would blow up in the air. Rather than our planet suffer terrible consequences. But beyond that, bro, she was just flying through spaceships like paper. Like, I'm talking, she went full supernova, goddamn blasting everything, and I loved it. That was what I came to see. That was what I wanted to see. What they didn't see, now what they didn't show, they hinted at, but they didn't show, is when she was locked in the thing, which is what I was talking about in the non-spoiler section, where she was like, get back up, and it was like, because people was complaining like, it's a get back up girls, and it wasn't. It was like, it was showing over the course of her life now that even without powers, no matter how many times she got knocked down, she stood back up to keep going. And this is just another one of those moments. She just got powers now. And she never needed no help. Nobody came to help her do anything. It was just her. That was it. So that happens. Do you feel like in that scene, it was showing her like absorb the energy? Because she has the ability to absorb energy, but she wasn't really doing it in the movie. Like, she was more so just kind of outputting it. But I know she can take it in as well. And I'm like, okay, so was that scene like the hint towards it? Because it was like a part where the thing was blasting her. And at first, it was like she was getting weaker towards it. And then at the end, it was like, it looked like it was making her stronger. And they shit outwardly. Then, as you saw, she was powering up and was standing up. They shit was like losing power. Like it cut back outside to the reality that what's his name, Yon-Rogg and the rest of them was in, and they shit was like flashing, like the lights was flashing, like it was losing powers. Also, Djimon Hounsou, we got to see where his character came from, and like the beginnings before he looked how he did in Guardians of the Galaxy, the dude where he was like, I'm Star-Lord, man. In the first one, he was like, who? Connections. Look at that. Look at stuff you don't even pay attention to, cuz. Pay attention. No, I think they separate aliens. I don't remember. I can't remember. But it would be awesome if they weren't. Let me see. Oh, the one alien, the one Kree, Yon-Rogg's assistant, the one that called Earth a shithole. She was fine. That's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with the quality of the movie. I just wanted to talk about how beautiful that blue woman was. I think she was like Anna Chang or Anna Cho, Anna something. It was Anna something. That one was gorgeous. In all her blueness. And so was Monica. or Monica was the mom, right? I don't remember the daughter's name. Lieutenant Trouble. When I talk about Monica, I'm talking about the mom. It might be the daughter's name. I'm gonna just call her Mama Rambo. Mama Rambo was fine. Mama Rambo was fine too. They was both fine. Anyway, nothing to do with nothing. Yeah, man. Closing scene, after credit scenes. I want to see her fight Thanos. I want to see her come in, and then Thanos be like, "Man, another one of y'all think it's really about to add something?" And then she just hit him one time with a, and he like blast that dude back, and he gonna be like, "Oh, okay." Like, I gotta take you serious. Alright, I got you. Like, that movie is literally in like a month. A month. I need that battle. I need her to shut up. Cause if you saw the after that, where's Fury? And then they gonna see the symbols, they're gonna be like, who are you? We gonna have to get the whole explanation. Then they gonna have to find out about the Skrulls, and that the fact that after Cat was frozen, but before yo, that just clicked in my head. Hold on. So how did Captain Marvel get the Tesseract, bro? That just occurred to me. Because it crashed with Cap in the ship. Cap didn't get recovered till present times. Which was after even in this movie. But in this movie, they had the Tesseract. Unless that's a cosmic cube, because a cosmic cube and a Tesseract in the comic books are two different things. But so unless they've just introduced in the movies like a cosmic cube and then the Tesseract, and then now the cosmic cube is just its own thing, and the original realities gem, space gem, was being hidden as a cosmic cube. Is that what was happening? Because now I'm trying to think, like, because hers was up in the ship, chilling. And they never really revealed how long Captain Marvel was on Earth. I mean, Marvel. Not Captain Marvel, but Marvel. I mean, I'm about to see the movie again this weekend at some point. But I'm just like, that just clicked in my head, and now I have so many questions. So many questions. But none that can be answered right now. And the review is at 20-something minutes long. So I'm gonna go and watch this movie again. And you should too. And if you have any explanations, reasons, theories, things you just want to talk about, shoot them down in the comments. Let me know. We'll have a quick talk, long discussion, whatever you want to do. But if you like me or my beautiful review of this movie, hit my comments up with a great review or whatever I said already, and just hit my buttons, hit all my buttons, hit them the right way. Boop, 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 boop. Like, that's the one button. That's the only one that matters though, the like button, and the subscribe button. I'm obviously terrible at my job, which is why it's not my main job. Better keep my main job, because this one don't pay. Share it with your friends, like, hit me up, subscribe, and I will see you in whatever video of mine you choose to watch next.